cool. That was cool to have him here, talking to him and stuff. I took him. He's good. I took him out for a night of debauchery. Went to a couple of clubs, and then eventually we went to a strip club. Both got pretty drunk, and then came home. And then. Oh, it's all good. I mean, I was just returning your call from the other day, because I think when you had called me, I might have been at work. Forgot. I think it changed for him recently, because I think he's doing a new job, so I'm not sure what his hours are.
What did you learn?
But I know he comes in for as long as he can, because he works long shifts since he does security stuff now. Security. Yeah, it seems like people have been having too much fun with the sexual stuff.
You've arrived
did you see the guy put like resist fire, resist fire, resist fire, resist fire? I was like, Jesus. Apparently, I guess she really likes you, and
you trap her in the soul stone.
Something isn't right. Mephisto led you to this moment. We're in his realm. Should we really be doing what he wants? Between him and Lilith, he is the greater evil.
You want to use this stone? Think carefully. That path would lead to failure for all of us.
Jesus Christ.
He's afraid.
It could work. We imprison Mephisto in the stone.
Been getting new clients, making good money
Then we seal the
for
gates behind us and
the
leave
gym.
Lilith here.
She'll catch you before.
Like, I've been doing my
and if I
spreadsheets and stuff, so I see how much money I'm making in the gym a month.
will take my power.
And the way it's going right now,
Don't let your hate for me blind you.
we have you. Not we have you. We have a couple trainers, but we really only have like 4 that are really pulling in funds like that. So it's kind of up to us 4 to make sure we make budget, because otherwise it looks bad on our director.
Your lives and those of all humanity depend on
Yeah, man.
what
Last month, because just to give you an idea, our
wisely.
what's it called? Our monthly is about 20K. That's what we have to meet, and I made us 5,000-ish. We imprisoned Mephisto. I don't know if that was a good idea, but
Let us pray
did
that
it.
worked. Come on.
Lilith will hunt us down. I must end it.
I'll find Lorath. We'll make this right. And we'll wait for you at the chapel. This better not be the last time I see you. Understand?
it's already out. Oh, that's good. He's here. Yeah. Tried to. After this game, I need to continue Lost and Random. Oh, I love it. I love Lost and Random. It's probably one of my favorite, like, you know how like there's difference between best and favorite? It's probably one of my favorite fields to me. Just because of like the story and like how the game feels. I don't know, I just PS4.
I'm not ready yet.
No, yeah, it's one of my favorite PS4 games that I've played. That's saying something because there's a number of PS4 games that I played that I really like.
I'm not ready yet.
So should I play the second one first or the first one? Because I don't mind playing the first game first. I don't mind that at all.
We're not ready yet.
Okay. Come on, Lilith. Run those hands. You caused so many deaths. Man, you should have saw what she did to Mars. God damn.
I must wait a minute. I'm out of spirit.
Yeah, that's been a little while. What's the other game I got? It was this, Part of 3, Austin Random. I think that's it. And I need to look in my catalog. Did we kill her? I mean, I'm damn near almost level 60. Yeah, I mean, if I had to do... Oh, wait, no, she's not dead. Ew! That thing's disgusting. If I had to, like, play another character, which I like how there's, like, carryover with, like, some of the powers and stuff you get when you play the first time through, I would definitely do the story and side missions. I wouldn't do them. Just to kind of like get to still enjoy the character without like doing everything over. Under level. Yeah, like if I had to replay the game, I would probably play as a wizard. The only reason I say a wizard is just because I never played as a wizard, which I was thinking about playing as a wizard anyways when I went to go play Diablo 2. Because up to this point, when I played Diablo 3, I was a witch doctor. And then when I played this one, I'm a druid. God damn, this shit's getting kind of out of hand. Oh, well.
I'm not ready.
Ooh. Oh, damn, really? What was the bad game? Oh, their baby out. What was wrong with it? when I heard you. It was Jude. Yeah, that's what I was told when the first time I heard of that game was actually from Cyrus, and he had me play a little bit of the first one. And then he told me like the later iterations, like once it got to around 3 or 4, that's when it got a little too silly. I think we won, Anthony. Damn, I over leveled like a motherfucker. She's destroyed her. I'm not gonna lie, if that was really the last boss, the last boss was harder in the original game.
Conflict.
Or not the original game, in the third game.
And yet, here we are. Again.
I haven't played it yet. I want to play it.
I gave you free will.
That bad, huh?
And you've squandered it. Wasting it on a crusade you don't understand. You chose tyranny when offered freedom. A poor legacy for my gift. Without me, you would have no victory.
Yeah, it was
And
hard
its
as fuck.
cost will be more than you can pay.
Psychonauts 2? I already played the first one. Yeah. Goodbye, Lilith. Oh, she fucking turned into stone. Yeah, I wondered about that one actually. And yeah, she's fucking dead. She's gone. Did you ever play Diablo 3 to completion? Did you play the DLC?
I cannot count.
It was really good. I actually really recommend it. The Reaper of Souls, great. I enjoyed it. Hard, but great. Enter the fiery portal.
It is done. Lilith is no
Is she
more.
trapped in the stone?
No. Mephisto is. He helped us reach the Cathedral of Hatred before Lilith did.
Of course. He had a hand in all of this from the beginning, didn't he?
We had to take the risk.
No. I understand. Where is the stone?
Lorel. She didn't come back to you.
Oh,
No.
She must have already gone ahead to the Desert Chapel.
Go after her. Quickly. I need to bring Nolan and seal the gates of hell behind us. We'll only slow you down.
yeah, we definitely gotta play more games. Like
This on your own, my friend.
be
We came together. We
Borderlands
leave
3.
together.
Yeah, that I like to play Tiny
We are
Tina,
truly alone. The creators of Sanctuary.
Wonderlands, and then I still really wanted to play Riptide.
They made us in their image. Their conflict is a part of us. It always will be. But is there any truth to Lilith's vision. This bad idea that we can escape the eternal conflict. Or will we walk the same path of all children who rebel against their parents? So often we simply become them. These are not questions befitting an old man. I don't have much time left. This struggle is not mine anymore. All I can do is help the Wanderer and Neyrel avoid the fate of Razma. And everyone else who tried and failed to overcome our flawed nature. Once we are back with Neyrel...
What do you mean moldy?
Find a way. We have to.
You know what mold tastes like? Jesus.
Rest still while you can. We'll be on the move again soon. She's gone. Why didn't you wait for us? No. It will take time for the corruption to spread from the stone.
Yeah, I was about to say, it's probably a little too soon. So what the hell happened?
Yes. Yes, that must be right. Yorin, Donan. We've lost so many to hatred. We can't lose Neyrel too. Come on.
I'm with you, buddy. The fuck do you guys want?
Will this never end?
Yosef, what do you want?
Step aside. I'm here for the Haradrim.
Can it wait? I'm off to bury a friend.
We'll dig his grave for you.
The fuck?
Well, that's kind. But who will dig yours?
Goodbye.
Yosef. He saved my life in Nevesk. They were not our enemies.
They were fools. I don't have the time for it. I am going to Skogsglen. Donan deserves to be buried with his son.
I agree.
I thought the dead deserve nothing, while the living are in danger.
Using his words against him.
But I have a promise to keep. That's why you must ride north, ahead of me. If the cathedral doesn't have her yet, Neyrel might head for the vault.
Oh, I trace.
Once you're together, meet me at Donan's estate.
Yeah, I need to play the second game. I hear it's really good, actually. People were speaking pretty highly about it. No, I haven't bought it yet, but people were speaking pretty highly about it, so I was like, oh, okay, cool. Define. And because there's so many, sometimes I'm like, did I fight that guy? I think I did. Yeah, man. Get rid of that, get rid of that. Yeah, I'm in the epilogue right now. The epilogue, we're trying to figure out where this girl went because we already killed Lilith, or I killed Lilith. I did a one-on-one showdown with her, and then we imprisoned her father, Mephisto, in the Soul Stone. But we're trying to figure out where the girl went, so we don't know where she's at. We have an idea, but we're like, because when I finished killing Lilith, my guy was like, "Oh, like where is she?" And he was like, "Oh, like she's not here." He's like, "Oh, I thought she came to where you were at." So basically, we came back to Sanctuary, out of hell, and now we're trying to look for her. And then after that, then after beating the game, there's like these nightmare dungeons and shit. There's some other shit to do after you beat the game that I'm still gonna do. Baldur's Gate. I actually have the first two games. I have the first two on Switch. No, I said I had the first two on Switch. Yeah. They're very hard. Oh, that was when I was playing Pillar when it was no, it wasn't Pillars of Eternity. It was which is also really good. That was Divinity, Original Sin. Yeah. No, that's fine. I mean, they're both very good games. I just have to play more of them, and my only issue with, at least when I would play Divinity, is it's very easy to get lost and to not know what the fuck to do to move the story forward so you could actually go fight and level up. You mean two? Oh, okay. Mother's Embrace. Close enemies. These are basically the same. You know what game was really good? Meteor Zero. That was a great PS4 game. Yeah. Raccoon. Oh, Biomutant. Yeah, I like Biomutant. The only issue it had is it did get repetitive at times. Um, yeah, yeah. I didn't mind getting the suits. That was the fun part. The only issue was at times, aside from like the big overarching story, the side missions got repetitive. That was the only problem. Um, but But aside from that, I mean, getting like the new modes of transportation, like this big like metal hand that you get that like runs across the floor, or like getting like this hot air balloon and shit, like that was all cool. I love doing all that. But yeah, there were like some things that were just very repetitive, like with the tribe wars. They get very repetitive, and it's kind of the same thing over and over. So you're better off kind of just ending the tribe war early, rather than trying to put yourself through all that, if I'm being honest. You could end it early. No, you could just do a whole. You could do like a whole peace treaty after you like conquer one or two of them. Yeah, and you just you end up just conquering everybody, and they all follow under your rule. And then of course that's kind of just more like a sidebar, because you're supposed to get rid of that creature that killed your mom. I made some crazy ass guns and weapons in there though.
She had horns like a beast. Strode right past where you
Yeah, I hope they make a second game, because I like THQ Nordic. I mean, I don't think I played all their games, but I played a decent amount of them. Yeah, I actually want to try that. Rehydrated. Yeah, that would make for a cool playthrough. Oh. That would be fun. I actually did want to play all of them at one point, even the double agent one. They don't sell that?
on the reflections. We're close. I can save you from this, Mother. I promise. I can learn how to... You're going to leave me, aren't you? You'll find a place where I can be taken care of.
The hell is she doing in the vault?
Not what I expected. But let's not give up hope.
I must wait a moment.
What was your favorite indie game that you saw me play?
I thought you'd know me better by now. I am my mother's daughter. Where there's a lead, there's a way. And I'll follow it to the end.
No sign of her. That letter wasn't here before.
Oh, you should really look at some of my playthroughs. I played some indie games. Where the fuck is she? Yeah, there's been plenty. There's Concrete Genie, there's Fury. Yeah, there's Concrete Genie, there's Fury, there's yeah, that shit's hard as fuck. When I finally got the true ending, I was like, I'm never playing this shit ever again. Yeah, that shit was hard as hell, man. Because it's not like, it's not the type of experience where you could just be like, oh, well, we'll just level up and shit. It's like, nah, like, if your skill ain't on par, he ain't progressing. Broken Age? No, Broken Age had an ending.
Why do I only hear one set of footsteps?
Oh yeah, I need to continue that. That too. I'd say Killer 7's pretty indie.
I spent a lot of time learning this code, so I hope you remember how to read it, Lorath. Because you are the last Horadrim now. My mother would have wanted me to stay with you. She believed the Horadrim had all the answers.
Where the fuck did she go?
She'd recognize this person I'm becoming. It's hard for me to think about her right now. But then I remember you and Donan. You weren't all-knowing Horadrim. You were bitter. You were uncertain. But you were always true friends.
What the hell is going on?
That's what I hold on to. Because there is so much further to go.
Dragon's Quest?
Your imperfection.
I'm not sure that it was really the same thing. It was the same thing that happened. No, actually, that was a different reason I stopped playing Dragon Age. But I was playing them around the same time.
And his brothers.
Dragon's Quest, yeah, I was recording. I just had stopped for the time being because I think I was playing other things, and then yeah, I think I was playing too many games at once. I think that was the issue. Now for Dragon Age, I actually got stuck because that game is really fucking hard.
Want to go with me, but people have already died because I was not careful enough. I can't risk you too.
What, Dragon Age? Yeah, Inquisition, I already did so much. And I was far enough to where I was able to start fighting a dragon.
The world is going to need you to survive. And clean up the mistakes I leave behind.
So Nero just said, fuck it, I'm just gonna take this upon myself.
I know you don't want to hear this, but you don't get to quit. Not again.
I love how in the cutscenes they show my guy's face in Diablo 4. It makes me so happy.
Wish me well, Lorath. Because if everything works out as I am hoping, we will never see each other again.
So, like, a lot of this has to do with the fact of what happened in Chronos After the Ashes, which I really want to play it mostly because of the whole aging thing, which which was the same thing Sifu did, but except I think in Seafood I don't think you seafood in Sifu I don't think you get any more skills. It just becomes a little harder to fight because they're old. But yeah, apparently the guy in that game is the reason why the root has spread and caused the second game to happen. Unknowingly, he ended up destroying or killing off what he thought were creatures, but they were actually guardians, and ended up letting the root out. And then the said creatures and guardians that you see in second game that look very similar, if not the same, from the first game, are those same guardians, but they've been contaminated by the root. So basically, humanity's fighting to survive against the root that wants to take over and ascend. It's kind of like think of them like the flood from Halo. So about the dreamers part is a little confusing, I'm not gonna lie. But from what I'm to understand about the dreamers, it was all a part of a project to try to connect, bridge the gap between humans and roots. And the dreamer was able to not only understand the root, but I guess control it. That's kind of my understanding, but I could be off. I honestly need to watch a lore video myself to get a full grasp of it, but that's kind of the gist of it. Now, as far as the DLC, things change up a little bit, but that's kind of the overarching theme that I got. Yeah, I don't think Chronos is as long. I think Chronos was more of an adventure game rather than D&D, from what I'm to understand. Yeah, which is fine with me. I have no problem with that. Man, I really beat Diablo 4. That's crazy. It's almost similar to how I felt when I beat Diablo 3. Just feel accomplished. But he sped through it though, because I know, yeah, because I know when Tyreek takes his time and plays like the whole game, it does take him a while. Like, I don't know if he told you, but he actually completed Final Fantasy X. Yeah, he played the whole thing. He fought all the Dark Aeons. He fought Penance. He did everything. Played all the Blitzball. I don't know where he's at in 10-2, but he had so many Oh, he was upset. I was like, Tyreek, look, you remember, you know what's really funny? I wish you were up around that time or there. Remember when you're leaving to go to Xanarkin and the Sanctuary Dragon boss? And you fight him outside? He was like one of like the first like big boss you fight. And he can heal himself. Tyreek was fighting him, and then the boss kept hitting him with status effects and healing himself. And then the boss did like a really powerful attack and annihilated him, and he was getting so mad. And I was just like, Tyreek, you gotta get better at it, man. You gotta get better at playing. And then he pissed me off because it wasn't a cheat, but he used a means the game gives you, a la Riku, to kill the boss in like a one shot. I was like, you piece of shit. I was like, how dare you? And then he was like, what? It's a part of the game. I won. I was just like, yeah, but you didn't earn it. So it was pretty funny. But yeah, he really enjoyed the game. Yeah, he was upset at the ending because he was like, no, ain't no fucking way. So he's not real. So this is all a dream. I was like, look, Tyreek, it's a little more complicated than that. Well, the only reason I said that is because he was asking questions about 2 because, you know, obviously Yuna has guns and shit now, and he was trying to figure out, well, what's the continuation like? The Eternal Calm is here, so what is there left to fight about? And I was like, there's so much I want to tell you, but I can't tell you because if I start telling you stuff, I already spoiled it. Yeah, so it was like, you're better off just finding out in time. I was just telling him, just understand that 10-2 is very different. Like, the vibe is very different. Yeah. Yeah. Tariq was hating on Chapu, man. Yeah, because he was just like, yeah, man, fuck Chapu. And it was like, what? Whoa, that's crazy, man. You know, because he was saying like, that's kind of fucked up that Walker ended up being with his girl. I was like, look, I get what you're saying. I get it, but I don't know. She ended up liking him. And he didn't like Seymour Guado at all. And I kept trying to convince him the whole game that he wasn't evil. Yeah, and I kept telling him, I was like, you don't like Winnie the Pooh? He's like, who? It's like, you don't like Seymour Guado? Damn, look at all the people that helped make this game. Jesus. The credits are long as hell. Since what, like 2014, 2015? Wasn't there a point in time where it seemed like it wasn't going to happen? Jesus. I mean, I'm glad they ended up making it, honestly. Yeah, this is the type of game that you can't just play and put it down. Like, you have to play it almost every day and see it through to the end. And I'm not gonna lie, I really enjoyed playing Diablo 4, but I would say, yeah, just because, like, there's so much that goes into going into all the dungeons, finding nearly all the side quests, and there were still some side quests I couldn't find, but yeah, so I mean, like I said, it's a really good game. Anybody that likes D&D or just likes high fantasy in general, I would recommend they play the game at least once. And this coming from someone that played Oblivion in its entirety and Skyrim. And when I beat Skyrim, man, that was not even like the main game. Like, when I beat it plus the DLCs, like, I felt so fucking accomplished. Yeah, I remember getting killed by hags, trolls, and more importantly, just wildlife in general, like bears and shit. Oh my God, bears are strong. No, you know what? Fuck the bear. The mountain lions, like, where two shot me. I'm like, oh my God, man. Mm-hmm. Or those fucking Dwemer Centurions. Those things were terrifying. The really big mechanized ones. I was like, yo, I literally, because I was a battle mage, right? So I literally had to just kill him with magic, because if I let him get too close, he would have killed me in like 4 hits. Oh yeah, the Dawn Guard DLC. I actually sided with the vampires. I sided with the vampires. They said it was more fun. Leave me alone. Look. Oh. Lilith has been defeated, but there's so much to do. Level up to take on new challenges across the continent. Complete Whispers of the Dead, participate in Helltide, and challenge yourself in Nightmare Dungeons to gain valuable items and crafting materials to progress your character. Continue unlocking world tiers to gain access to more features and powerful items. When you're strong enough, face the Echo of Lilith in the final world tier. Yeah, I hear the Echo of Lilith can be really fucking hard. Here lies Yorin, son of Brega, and Dogan. And Donan, protector of Scotsland. He was the true light. Brilliant scholar, loving mother and wife, I am with you as always in every branch and stone born from this land. I was, and so to it I return. Donan, here lies Donan, friend, father, husband, Haradrim of the first circle, who walked into hell for all of us. It was more than enough, brother. Man, that line makes me very sad. So there's this character named Donan. Do you remember him? He's like really. There was. Did you finish the game? No, right? Yeah. Oh, so you saw the whole thing? Remember that part where Donan was dying and he was thinking about his son, and he said, "What was it enough for him?" And then he just Lord looks him in the eyes. He's like, "It was more than enough." I was like, oh, it's just like that. That's terrible. I was like, it was enough, Donan. I promise. Like, because he just felt so. And I understand. Like, if I was a dad, I would feel so terrible too. Like, I couldn't even save my son.
Releasing Mephisto from
And it's all my fault, or not all my fault, because I mean, you know, it's Lilith. But like, there was nothing I could do to stop it.
Whatever the road ahead.
Oh yeah, she was awful, man. You remember the opening, one of the opening scenes in the cathedral where they're killing the pastor? I was like, yo, what the fuck? I was like, they're mangling him.
Both Inarius and Lilith have perished in hell.
Because I thought like, oh, they're just gonna beat him up. Nah, you're mercilessly killing him. I was like, Jesus.
Might bleed from hell. Closed gate or no.
In church.
Knowing our luck. I just
blood going everywhere and shit. I was like, Jesus.
I wish we could. She's out there with a prime evil, but we've been instructed not to follow. Wouldn't even know where to
start. I do have those set up to play.
No more,
I'm thinking about playing
I can't just sit idly by,
the
waiting for word.
Origins first.
No? Then what are you gonna do? Go after her against her will?
No. You're right about Neyrelle, friend. But there's still work.
I just remember watching, because I didn't see 2 and 3 much, but I saw my brother play a shit ton of Arkham Asylum, and I really liked it.
Our only ally left. Then we may soon need allies more than ever.
Fine. Go see the tree. But be very careful.
Okay. Alright, alright. So, what we're gonna do here... How do we do quest-wise? Oh, well, I did really good with it when it comes to, like, completing quests for the challenges. Capstone Dungeon, Cathedral of Light, Whispers of the Dead. Oh, there's some more dungeons. Oh, there's so much to do, Anthony. Jesus. Well, I am, but fuck, man. So much to do. It's crazy. It's considerably bigger than the third game, and I thought the third game was fairly long. It's pretty open world. Yeah. Now, I wouldn't say it's Skyrim level, but it's pretty big. Yeah, when I first started playing this game, I'm gonna be honest, I felt like Diablo 4 was a lot darker than Diablo 3. Like, considerably darker. And it's crazy to say that because in Diablo 3, like, there was a lot going on, a lot of betrayal, a lot of deaths. You were fighting the literal embodiment of death and the angel of death. Like, there's plenty dark going on. I mean, Diablo was literally at the doorstep of heaven and almost destroyed heaven altogether. I mean, it's pretty crazy, but for whatever reason, this one just seems so much darker to me.
They've 5 goats, they won't miss one. Tomorrow night I'll go.
But isn't that stealing?
There's making things fair, love. Aren't you hungry?
Yeah, man, playing Dead Island with you, the first one, and playing the DLC. No, sorry, I'm thinking of what's it called when I say that? Dying Light. Yeah, those side bosses, the really big ones, are really hard though.
I have heard his wolf's lament.
Was that what, Dying Light 2?
Fane is now one with nature. Perhaps that is for the best. Nefane, my kin. What happened to you?
No, I noticed that. I mean, I've had times to where, like, for instance, I played Max Payne 1, right? I loved it. Aside from some of the things that really pissed me off, but that was mostly because it was an older game, and it was just, you know, for the time, some of the levels were not made the best, we'll say, control-wise. You know what levels I'm talking about. Yeah, the rooftop levels, the nightmare level. Like, great concepts, they just weren't made the best. But I digress. Regardless, I enjoyed the game a lot. I have Max Payne 2. There's no reason I shouldn't have beat it by now. No problem. I'll be here. Let's check that place. I wish Lilith would have dropped more loot like Diablo did in the third game. That would have been cool. Alright. So then now we're gonna check dry steps. See if there's anything that popped up. World Tier 3.
I'm telling you the truth. I saw my neighbor reading a book about forbidden horadic magics. He wants to sow chaos.
I tried. This wouldn't have anything to do with the money you owe him, would it?
Father Inarius sacrificed himself to defeat Lilith, to save us all from damnation.
Yeah,
That depends.
he didn't say
if
shit.
you continue indulging in sin, or stay true to the light.
Oh, okay. Okay, so I have to complete the Cathedral of Light first. Then it opens. Understood.
Father Inarius, glory to you. We are not worthy of your sacrifice.
Alright. So, I guess we'll go ahead and do this capstone dungeon. Hold on, let me go.
Please come back to us, Father. We cannot face the darkness on our own.
You guys will be alright. Y'all strong. So once we complete this, this opens up tier 3. Whatever this is like, we'll have to see. Damn, I didn't mean for that to rhyme, but it did. Okay. Alright, so collect animus from Revenant Knights. That's the first thing they want me to do. Oh, I didn't realize I was being attacked. Oh man, you can't take him by itself. There's one. Killed, but here you are.
I must wait a moment. I must wait a moment.
Okay, so I think we should go this way first. Okay. Let's see. Oh. Oh, so there's only one way to go the whole time. Whoops. Never mind. Okay. Let's see.
I'm not ready yet.
Ooh, oh, oh. Never mind. I was freaking out for no reason. That was solved real quick. There's gotta be somewhere in here.
I'm not ready yet.
Did he just chilling in the corner with his buddies being killed? No, he heard their screams.
I must wait a moment.
Very useful rubbing on the target.
I must wait a moment.
So far, so good. Alright. Ah! What's up? So I started the capstone dungeon already. Wait, I need to complete the capstone dungeon in order to unlock tier 3 so then I can actually do nightmare. We're going down the rabbit hole. Oh, that's always been the thing with me when I start or when I finish a game, unless I'm like really that burnt, then I won't continue the end game content, or the post game content. But in this case, I'm like, you know what? I'm here. I might as well at least do some of it in this stream.
Wait a minute. I'm not ready yet. I must wait a minute.
Knights ain't got none on me. None. Posit the animus. I'm gonna ask you the reverse question I asked you earlier. So, what was your favorite? Let's start with AA. What was your favorite AA game that I played on my channel? One production level under AAA. Say like a AAA game, just to give you an example, would be like an Oblivion, right? And then like a AA game, to give you an example, would be like I would say that's AA, yeah. Not quite triple, but double. Yeah, that game was really fun. I need to play Requiem, actually. That's It was surprisingly hard, though. I wasn't expecting it to be as hard as it was. Not even just the puzzles, like getting through some of the enemies. Because they could usually one-shot you. Caught. It was. I did like 50-50.
I'm not ready.
Some of them had it come from it.
I must wait a moment.
Yeah. What do you get?
I must wait a moment.
Which one? The new one? Rebirth? Talking about Rebirth? Oh yeah. I haven't played either of them, Bunker, or I just played the original 3. And that was a sad ending to Machine for Pigs. It was just so tragic because it's like, I understand, even though he was a fucking madman, I understand what he was talking about, since the visions allowed him to see that the world war was about to happen, and he just thought that, as grotesque and weird as it was, he thought that if he raises a whole army of pigs, it can combat it. but it's like I don't think he foresaw like how bad things would get by doing what he was doing. Oh, you mean like you wish you would have actually saw the pigs more rather than kind of just heard them or whatever. Yeah, the Dark Descent did a better job of that, with not only having you come, like hearing the monster and having like actual consequences of you dying, but like you see it. I would say that's indie. I would say Outlast is like a double A. Yeah, Outlast is more of a double A. But I could see why you would call it indie though. Yeah, Outlast, especially playing the Whistleblower, it made me very uncomfortable. You don't like Frank? He just wants to be your friend. Oh, probably 4 enemies at once. Oh, never mind. This is gonna be easy. Yeah, that sounds like Billy in the first game. Billy did that to me a couple times. I played it on a step above and I was having a very hard time. Goodbye, sacred position. I said goodbye, sacred position. What do you mean? What do you mean he looks like he's getting walked through? Anthony, that's Charlie, what do you mean? Charlie, don't listen to him, close your little dog ears. He wants to talk to you. Charlie just wants to talk to you, Anthony. That is Charlie.
I must wait a minute.
So who is it then, Anthony? Maybe that's Charlie's ultimate. Wow, that has to be one of the scariest creepypasta ideas I've ever heard. Yeah. And then all you would hear is, "But Anthony, I'm your mother," and her neck turns.
I'm not ready yet.
Go pet Charlie. Oh, why are you making her go?
I'm not ready yet. ready yet.
Anthony, that place is gnarly.
I'm not ready yet.
That was Elakar.
I must wait a moment.
Yeah, it's the Elakar.
I must wait a moment.
Yeah, man, nah, that would scare the dickens out of me, 100%.
I'm not ready yet.
Might be a little bit.
I must wait a moment. I must wait a moment.
Ultimate, man. Goddamn. I remember when I saw, like,
I'm not ready.
the short for it. Bro, like, that shit scared me so much that I was literally afraid for a week.
I must wait a moment.
No, and I saw, like, one of the shorts someone did for, like, alternate. And, like, they did a really good job, like, storytelling. I was literally scared for a week.
I must wait a moment. I'm not ready yet.
Jesus. Oh, I know what you're talking about now. Bro, I would have been screaming like a little girl.
I must wait a
You'll
moment.
float too, Anthony. You'll float.
I must wait a moment.
Because
I'm not ready yet.
well, the thing that's so scary about alternates is that they can disguise themselves.
I'm not ready yet.
No, I said the thing that's so scary about alternate is they can disguise themselves and you would never know until it's too late.
I must wait a moment.
It's kind of like the ending of the thing, like
I
that.
must wait a moment.
I'm gonna tell you right now, he was the thing. I'll tell you that right now. His Kurt Russell's friend. Anthony, think about it. He was literally gone for like 20 minutes, and he didn't see him. No, I don't think it was Kurt Russell. I think it was his friend, because remember the way Kurt Russell was looking at him, it was like he was so suspicious of him because he was like, "Yo, where were you the whole time?" And he had no idea where he was while all this was going on. And then Kurt Russell kind of looked at him and was kind of like, I mean, fuck, if it is him, like, I have no more energy to fight. I literally am out. The flamethrower's completely out. I'm literally about to die from the cold. Like, there's nothing I can do. Like, it's over. There was a prequel? Nah. Oh, that's not a dog, Caitlin. I would say, I think we addressed this before when we were talking about the concept of Silent Hill. To be in a place to where I'm alone and there's no one there, there's no one to talk to, there's no one to look at, there's no one to touch. I'm just all alone, and I think that alone would literally drive me to insanity. The fact that I'm all alone and there's no one here to share a space. Run it.
I must wait a minute.
Yeah, that was very specific. So you're telling me you want a spider for your birthday?
I'm not ready yet.
Alright, so I'll go with your mom, Caitlin, everybody in your family, and we'll get you a nice big spider. We're gonna call him Charlie 2.
I'm not ready yet.
Oh, great. Can't wait.
I'm not ready yet. I'm not ready yet.
Losing arms and legs, or arms or legs? I'd rather lose one of my senses. No, I said I'd rather lose one of my senses. Smell. I would, the only thing why I would want to hear is I would want to be able to hear, you know, hopefully one day when I do get the chance, I would want to be able to hear my son or daughter's voice. Even if it's just once. Yeah, I saw that. It is cool, and it's really nice because some of the kids, like, for the first time, I forgot how old the kid was, but the kid had to be at least 5 or 6 years old. for the first time they were able to hear their parents' voice, and man, that you could just see the tears in their eyes. Like, man, that's really sweet. Of course, man. And then Jesus, Fallen Temple. And then you kind of look at some of the things that you go through or are currently going through, and it's not to like downplay it, but you're kind of like, like I have a lot more to be grateful for than I maybe care to admit, but it's true. Oh, God damn it, Anthony. Life is like a pizza. Life is like a box of chocolates. You never know what you gonna get. Hey, I'm level 60. For Paragon points. Alright. Oh my God, I have so many points to spend. Jesus. Wait. Rephrase that? Dumbest. I'd rather be dumb and people have to kind of just explain things to me rather than be the really smart one, because then I feel like you would just get frustrated and you feel like you can't talk to anybody. Because then you're going to be like, Jesus. Oh, that was terrible. I felt horrible for him. Yeah, he was just like, I can't even hang out with SpongeBob anymore. He was like, usually, like, we have a good time, but it's just like, I can't even, like, enjoy the same things we used to enjoy. And, like, he really, because I remember he got the smarts, and he was like, man, I'm finally smart. I can do all these things. And he was, like, solving things and, like, creating things. Like, he was extremely intelligent. But then, like you're saying, he reached the point to where he was just like, but it's like, it's kind of like being, like what they say, being cursed with too much knowledge. He was so smart that he was just like, but what's the point? It's kind of like if we were privy to, like, the meaning of life, whatever that is, you would then think that many other things in life don't carry meaning, because then it's like, well, here's the meaning, here's where we really go, so then what's the point of doing anything? It's better not to know. Yeah, sometimes it's better to go with the preconceived notion of what you think it is, rather than, because you know how they say, I know it sounded cheesy, but Thanos is right, man. Reality is often disappointing. It's better not to know, man. Oh, it's horrible. Nope. And you don't get to get any of them back. A little. Huh.
Welcome, Savior. You've stopped Lilith, freeing the
Lights his head.
sanctuary of its supposed shackles. I'm sure it's everything you were hoping for. Congratulations.
Gambit.
Shut up, Rex! Always so talkative, new flesh.
Jesus. He was a lot cooler in the TV show, where they actually go into like, although he's like very like zany and funny, like his life was not good prior to like meeting the X-Men, which is, I mean, basically everybody in the X-Men.
We might be able to form an arrangement. If it's not...
Oh yeah, his father hated him. He wanted nothing to do with him.
Debts need to be fulfilled.
And I remember he was really upset because he just wanted his dad to accept him. That's all he wanted.
In exchange, we will provide you with power, wealth, whatever it is you desire.
Yes, yes. Meanwhile, you will be the force of good, curing Sanctuary of its ailment.
Yeah, I mean, even if you look at Magneto, you know, his life was really terrible, and it's like Magneto and Professor X are two sides of the same coin. It's just one decided the world hurt me, so I will hurt the world. The other decided the world hurt me, and I will make sure no one ever feels that again. So it's like it's like, could you say a lot of the things Magneto did was wrong? Yes. Did Magneto, did he have a good heart? Did he like mean well? Of course he did, but he just went about it too aggressively. But then at the same time, you can say, you know, Professor X meant well, but then at times him being too idle or him not wanting to move things because he didn't want to paint the mutants in a certain light of being aggressive and stuff has led to people dying. So it's like, it's kind of hard to say who was really right. Yeah, and go to Genosha because they're just like, you know, like, Charles, like, I love you and I appreciate everything you've done, but it's just like, nah, man, like, we need to, like, you know, because, what can I say? Magneto is a hell of what's that word I'm looking for? And people are really good at speech. Yeah, kind of like that. Like, he just really understood how to captivate an audience. So it's like he understood how to like get through to people and be like, oh, you see the way they treat us, you see like how they don't give a fuck about us, like we might as well just make our own place like they always tell us, and you know, just do our own thing and like forget everybody else. It's like, you know, I can't really say he's wrong for saying that. Mm. What, that he got hated on because he was a mutant? Oh, for him to be angry. I think so, because it's like he had a double whammy. Like, it wasn't just the fact of like, oh, they hate us because we're mutants. Like, he also tell with the Holocaust at the same time. Like that's pretty bad. Like, you know, and so not only is he hated for being mutant, he's also hated for being Jewish. So it's like, wow, like, I mean, it's like they really say, man, you walk a mile in someone's shoes, man, you'll understand why they are the way they are. It's like, I'm not saying he was right to do the things he did, but at the same time, I get it. Like, many other people, they were placed in that position, like, could you really say that they wouldn't end up just as bitter and resentful as he was?
I'm not ready yet.
Like, he was treated like shit.
What is this?
And, like, the only person that was ever, like, really nice to him or cool to him was Professor X. But they just had a difference, of, like, how to progress things.
I'm not ready yet.
My favorite X-Men movie? I'm gonna ask this question for your question, even though I hate doing that. Are we saying, like,
I'm not ready.
an X-Men movie that covered everybody in it, or just like a standalone?
I'm not ready yet.
Oh, then I would say X-Men 2. X-Men 2. Don't get me wrong, X-Men 1 was really good, and X-Men 3 was really good for different reasons. But X-Men 2 was the best one. Man, remember the professor? And he was like, Charles! Charles! And then he died because they left him out there. He deserved it, though. They are really good. Yeah. Oh, I thought you were gonna say we should watch Rush Hour. I was like, Anthony, I think we've seen Rush Hour a little too much. I feel like it was more than that, if I'm being honest. Because every time I would go over to your house, it's like, oh, do you want to watch James? Or like, oh, we can watch that. We can watch Equalizer. You want to watch Rush Hour 1? Yeah, sure, why not? So I was like, you know what? Like, no, I couldn't. Because I enjoyed it too. I was like, you know what? I can't even say anything. Like, this shit's funny as hell. Nasty old man. My favorite standalone movie? Like it was made once, no sequels, no anything. For the X-Men universe, I would probably say I feel like it has to be Logan. If Logan didn't exist, like they never made that movie, then it has to be the Wolverine, because that one was really fucking good. The only reason I say that was the one with the samurai, because it, you know, went back into like why the guy that was alive was like, oh, he remembered Logan. Logan was kind of like, who the fuck are you? He's like, oh, you don't remember you saved me from the bombing? I think they wanted his adamantium, if I remember correctly. I could be wrong, but I feel like they wanted his adamantium skeleton. Wasn't that, didn't that happen in one of the comics where his adamantium skeleton got ripped from his body and that's how he died? Jesus Christ. It's horrible. Barbie movie. It was pretty funny, actually. Yeah. Yeah, man. Being a Ken doll and shit.
I'm not ready yet. I'm not ready yet.
Oh my God.
I must wait a minute. I'm not ready yet.
What? It sounds familiar. That sounds weird. Jesus. It sounds like the cable guy. Cable guy. I saw it once. I was like, what the fuck am I watching? And he got so mad at him because he didn't want to hang out with him, so he tried to take his girl. I was like, oh, come on, cable guy, you can't do that. Yeah, man, it's... hold on. Okay, yeah, go ahead and say what you're saying, sorry. Yeah, and you don't fully live life like that. I don't even want to say fully don't live life at all like that. Jesus, ow, ow, ow!
I'm not ready yet.
You're so strong! Man, the jump from tier 2 to tier 3 is pretty crazy.
I'm not ready yet.
What do I have to do for this? Ask for the Watcher's help. I have to do like a...
The beast lives within you. I appreciate that.
Is what? Is it a grenade launcher kind of deal? Is Spore Bloom? Yeah, that was just like Spore Bloom. I remember that one. That one's good. Upgraded a little more, but it is good.
Some assistance.
Whispers. Messenger. Okay, so they kind of just pop up. Very interesting.
I must wait a moment.
Sounds like you're in a wind tunnel, Anthony. It was like... I mean, it was fun. It was fine. I was just like, man, this man's in a wind tunnel. No, it's okay. Not to worry. It was just funny. I'm liking this endgame, or is I keep saying endgame, post-game content. Pretty cool so far.
I must wait a moment.
Now I understand why I couldn't find something inside me. I had to wait till the end of the game.
I'm not ready yet.
I was so pissed this one quest line was I couldn't finish it because the damn quest line was broken.
I must wait a moment.
Yeah, one of the quest lines. So like in part of the quest line, you're supposed to progress into this cave, and the person would say what they're saying, and they're like, "Oh, we're gonna storm this area, whatever, whatever," and then there would be what's it called? A wall that you had to go through, and the wall was impenetrable. Like you try to attack it, and it wouldn't break. But when I would watch people play, they were able to break the wall easily. But it's like the wall had infinite life. It wouldn't allow me to break it, so then I couldn't finish it. Yeah, so then I couldn't finish the mission. I was like, oh man. And it was one of those missions that it was like a long quest line, so it would have been multiple missions in one go. So I was like, oh man, if it was like a one-off, I wouldn't have cared, but it's like a full quest line. And then I tried doing like some of the fixes people did, where they would like say like quit the mission and then log out of the game and then try to log back in and then redo the mission, but it seemed like the same problem is happening. I haven't tried it again in a little while, so maybe it fixed itself, but yeah, that kind of sucks. Yeah, and I looked it up. It had happened to other people with that mission before, so I was like, huh. I mean, hopefully, whenever they do a patch to the main game, they fix up some of the missions. It is really fun.
I'm not ready yet.
I did. That was the crazy part. I replayed it quite a bit.
I'm not ready yet.
I got work at 9 a.m. tomorrow.
I must wait a moment.
Yeah. Yeah, I will in a little. I just wanted to do a little bit of this before I go to sleep.
Not ready yet.
Yeah, it's decent. Yeah, after a while, once you've really upgraded your weapons, like, I don't want to say you're like impenetrable, but you get like really crazy strong that regular enemies won't be able to hurt. I don't want to say won't be able to hurt you. Let me rephrase that. You'll be able to hurt bosses and melt them pretty well. Especially if you have the requisite traits I was telling you about. Some of the trait skills get really good. Okay, I didn't hear about that one, but I believe it.
I'm not ready yet.
Jesus. That is a good one. You're son and son, no matter who you are. Yeah, it was a different time. It's funny how they were able to convey complex or even sad concepts and make it into a jingle back then. Or like, especially like, I don't know, man, the love songs they made back then, and that shit will make you want to just marry somebody, man.
I'm not ready yet.
So in love with you, wherever you want.
not ready yet.
It's alright with
I must wait a
I like to spend my life with you. Things, baby, since we've been together.
I must wait a moment.
That's a wonderful song.
I'm not ready yet.
Oh, oh, oh.
I must wait a moment.
I'm telling you, I'd rather lose smell, man. And there's no way I'm giving up touch. I'm sorry. It's not happening.
I must wait a moment.
Yeah, man.
I must wait a moment.
These kids are wildin'.
I must wait a moment. I must wait a moment.
Yeah, those are... the kids are definitely evolving, man. They're definitely saying things that... You know how they used to say kids say the darndest things? It's definitely true. Oh, none. Not at all.
I'm not ready yet.
She's feeling well. Yeah, she goes and does some cardio at least. So like at least she's doing something. It's a lot better than before, so. A little. How's your mom doing?
I must wait a moment.
Yeah, your mom seems like a funny lady.
I'm not ready yet.
Yeah, she just ends up looking confused. And then she's like, what? What did I say? Like, nothing, Mom. Nothing. Don't worry about it. Oh yeah, it just started getting really good actually. We just started getting a little more into like, yeah, that's a big reason why I wanted it. But we just started getting into like a little bit more of like why things are the way they are and why our sister got captured, and it was getting pretty crazy.
I can't leave my friends here.
No. I mean, he's still like the heroin can still fuck you up, make no mistake. So like you have to be careful. But he's not as hard once you have like better weapons. Now, you could say that about a lot of bosses, but then there are certain bosses in the game that are still hard even with better equipment. Just because like the way their mechanics are makes it tough. Like their weapons. Oh yeah.
I must wait a moment.
You can agree with that.
I'm not ready yet.
The other bosses, you're really gonna like the DLC bosses. No, it's actually really short. It's just they do a really good job with replayability that it doesn't feel short.
I'm not ready yet.
I will definitely say, like, I've played better Soul games, but it is a good entry into Soul. Oh, the Surge. Not sure. I know there's two of them. Surge 1 and 2. I mean, if it was good, you know what, I can't even say that. I was gonna say if it's good enough to get a sequel, it's a good game. There's been games that were bad and got sequels, so I can't say that. Let me think of what I know there definitely been games that were, the first game was like either bad or just not that good, and the second game was a lot better. Definitely been something. Yeah, PlayStation. Yeah, that's probably been more often than like bad first game, better second game.
I'm not ready yet. I must wait a minute. I'm not ready yet. I'm not ready yet.
Is it battle?
I must wait a moment.
Yeah, I need to play that actually. I'm so far behind, but whatever. I try not to worry about release dates as much as I used to. It's like you enjoy the game and you enjoy the game. Talking about the big creature with the machine gun on its back. Yeah, that. You have to be really careful on ROM. You know, I actually went to look at what was the highest, or not highest, but the most difficult area by standards of the community. people said it was wrong.
I'm not ready.
Yeah. He said Earth is the easiest, then it's wrong. Then the other two places,
I'm not
I
ready.
think there's the other two places.
I must wait up.
Yeah, there's 4.
I'm not ready yet.
Damn. You too, man. See you tomorrow. You too. Yeah, this dungeon. This dungeon. Oh, turn the tree of whispers to reclaim your reward. I thought we had enough, so glad we do. Go talk to this guy first.
I know this blade. This is Ashira's own sword. Oh, the rest of the wolves will rally when they hear you found it. You have done us a great service.
I cannot carry anymore.
I was about to say, I think there was another side quest somewhere. And then there's another dungeon here. 819. $20. They gave me a long way around.
I need more time. I'm not ready yet. I'm not ready yet.
I might ask you the same. This is no place for sightseeing.
I know you're not talking to me. I say the fucking world.
Attacked by monsters. Now we're split up and the damn things just keep coming.
Do you need help?
I could certainly use an extra sword, just until we get further down the road. Cover us while we move ahead and find our lost sheep. Stay close, you two.
I think I can. These guys are already getting this game pointed. They're so far ahead.
I must wait a minute.
You guys just let me by and all the flames on it. Assholes.
Are you hurt?
I was stunned. Please don't leave me behind.
Leave you? I'm a man of my word. If you die in the sand, it will be because I died first.
Don't worry, we got this.
I must wait a minute.
Come on, let's move. So we are. I'm obliged for your help, Wanderer. My name is Edgar.
No problem, Edgar.
Your face is familiar to me. A wanted poster, maybe? It's no matter. I owe you a drink, whatever your story is. I must get these people to shelter. If you chance to be in Gayakul one day, you might find me at the tavern there. Light guide your path.
Appreciate you, Edgar. Aside from that, let's go over here and help them out. Whoa.
It is done.
Oh, I have to choose my reward. It's in the boots.
Servant, fit for a king. Well done. You made the world just a bit better.
Appreciate you.
Many like him, and more to come still. But do not waste time. Those we find can be lost again.
For now, we will sleep.
I felt that.
If only to be spared from the babbling. Too many words.
More whispers. Jesus. Tortured gifts. So the whispers are technically everywhere, so it doesn't really matter where you go to deal with them and get them. Interesting. Very interesting. Whoa, whoa. A nightmare dungeon. Rotating roar.
Nice.
Alright, so now let me go pick up some of those items. Guzzler. Oh. Interesting.
Can you feel it, Wanderer? Like surf along the coast?
Helltide.
Tides of hell rise up, bleeding into sanctuary. Tortured souls bearing tortured gifts roam these lands. Take those gifts and use them to fight back the armies of the Seven Hells.
Will do. And area of sanctuary, nightmare difficulty and above. Collect the aberrant cinders and exchange them for tortured loot chests containing loot of a specific item slot. Navigate these map markers to find tortured gifts. Fallen Temple. I think it was the Alchemist I had to go to. so I can upgrade my potions. I think it's level 70 for that one.
Blessings.
11 more missions, at least in this area. $19, $20, $21. Still missing 2 dungeons. Only missing 6 dungeons. It's crazy. They're all attack except for this one. No items, kill a world boss. Oh yeah, the world bosses. I haven't run into them just yet. Shava slain, Avarice slain, and Wandering Death slain. So 10 of them.
Salutations, Wanderer. Come and don the mantle of history's champions.
There's some pretty cool looking horse stuff. Definitely get the Outrider. If it was up to me. Well, I mean, technically it is, right? I just don't want to spend money on that stuff. On cosmetics. It's crazy how they give you more stuff to do in this game. It's insane. So let me spawn myself over here. And then we will continue this tomorrow. Alright. I thank you guys for watching. And I will see you guys tomorrow. Great job on finishing off Lilith. But we still got some work to do. Peace.